Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into a crafting adventure that's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to try knitting with some of the weirdest materials I could possibly find. Forget your standard yarn, we're talking about things you wouldn't even dream of knitting with, materials that seem utterly unsuitable for the task. Get ready for some seriously strange creations, because things are about to get weird. First up, I grabbed some spaghetti. Yep, you've heard that right. Cooked spaghetti, to be precise. I figured it would be flexible to a degree, and hey, it's technically a food. Plus, the thought of knitting with something edible just seemed hilariously absurd. I started by trying to create some kind of basic stitch, attempting to mimic a simple garter stitch. It was a slippery, messy process, to say the least. The spaghetti kept breaking, snapping under the slightest tension, and it was hard to get any kind of consistent tension, making it incredibly frustrating. After a lot of struggling, a fair amount of frustrated sighs, and a whole lot of careful maneuvering, I managed to create a tiny, extremely fragile square. It was barely recognizable, more like a tangled mess of noodles. It looked like a very sad, soggy noodle coaster, destined for the trash. But hey, I tried. Next, I decided to try something a bit more solid, something that might actually hold its shape. I found some wire, specifically some thin, flexible craft wire. I figured it would hold its shape better than the spaghetti, and it would definitely be more durable, offering a fighting chance of success. I used some pliers to bend the wire into makeshift knitting needles, carefully shaping them so they had a somewhat rounded tip. The wire was a bit difficult to work with. My hands started to ache pretty quickly. The constant bending and maneuvering took its toll. Despite the challenges, I persevered, determined to see it through. After what felt like hours of fiddling, I finally managed to create a small, metallic rectangle. It was definitely more structurally sound than the spaghetti attempt, although still far from perfect. It was a testament to the fact that even the most unconventional materials can yield some sort of result. The wire rectangle, while far from cozy, was proof of concept. Finally, I decided to get a bit more ambitious, venturing into the realm of the truly unexpected. I found some dryer lint. I know, right? It sounds crazy, but I thought, it's fluffy, and it sticks together in a sort of fibrous mat, so why not? The challenge was definitely appealing. I used some wooden skewers as my knitting needles, finding that they were just the right size and offered a good grip. This was surprisingly the easiest material to work with of all three. The lint was surprisingly cooperative and formed a soft, fuzzy fabric with relative ease. It felt almost normal, in a weird way.